Hi, you guys. Jen Miedema here. For those of you that I don't know, I am Jen. I am one of the coaches in this group, and I just wanted to make a little video to welcome you to our April challenge group. I am sorry, no makeup, freshly showered. I actually leave tonight on a mission trip with our youth group and won't be back until after our challenge is underway a little bit. So I wanted to make this video ahead of time, just so that you guys would kind of know what to expect if you haven't been in these groups before. So those of you who have been in a challenge group before, the veterans, if you've been in here even just for 1 month, welcome back, and you kind of know the deal and the drill, but excited to have you back. And those of you that are brand new, really proud of you for taking this step towards a healthier, fitter, better version of you. And we're just really glad that you're here. I made some notes so I don't forget anything. But my name is Jen. I live in Grand Rapids. I live with my husband, Scott, and my 3 kids, Caroline, Jack, and Reed. Caroline is almost 9. Jack is 6.5, and Reed is 2.5. I work part-time for a ministry called Young Life, doing some mentoring with missionaries who live around Latin America. And then I've also been a Beachbody coach for it'll be 2 years in May. So I love, just one of the passions that I have is coming alongside women and encouraging them in different things that they're doing in their lives, whether it's mission work or health and fitness, parenting, whatever it is. That's sort of one of my passions. So I'm really excited to be on this journey with you. And I started as a coach, I said almost 2 years ago. I started first in a challenge group as a challenger, and I did PiYo and was drinking Shakeology and started clean eating and all the things that you guys are doing in here. And I had great success. I lost about 40 pounds, and I've kept that weight off. And I've really never felt better. I've never had more energy. I've never had my skin as great as it is. I've never slept as well. The last 2 years have just been some of the best that I've had, just because I've been taking care of myself. And I attribute a lot of that to these groups, because I couldn't stick to it without the support that is found in these groups. So I am glad to not only be a coach in this group, but also to be a challenger alongside all of you. So that's a little bit about me. Just so that you know, this group is a safe place. This is a place where we will encourage each other. We will support each other. We will pick each other up when we fall down. We will give tough love sometimes if it's needed. But we are here to love on each other and encourage each other. And no one is in this group that Joe or I have not invited to be here. So you can trust that this is a safe place. Also, speaking of Joe and I, we are both going to be out of town at different times during this group. So just to give you all a heads up, I am headed out. Today is April 1st. So this is kind of before our group starts. As you guys are all kind of trickling into this group, I will be in the Dominican Republic on a mission trip. And I actually come back very early in the morning on the 10th. So we will have some posts in here starting on Saturday the 8th. And then we will officially start on the 10th. But I will sort of be in and out for those few days. And then Joe is going to be gone the first week of our group. She is taking some young people somewhere, and she is very brave just to work with middle schoolers in general, I think. Anybody who works with middle schoolers, you are a special person, because I could not do that. I can do high school. I can't do middle school. Anyways, so she will be in and out during the first week. And then the last week of our challenge group, I am going on a trip to Punta Cana that I earned through Beachbody coaching that I'm super excited about. And we're hoping that during all those trips that we will have some Wi-Fi, but just so that you know, thankfully we are not out of town at the same time. And that is why we are in this group together, kind of helping each other as coaches. But yeah, just give us a little extra grace if we're taking longer to respond to some of your questions or do some check-ins. But so our expectations for this group are really that you would participate, that you would share your goals, what you're hoping for the month, that you would share with us your days. What went well in your day? What did you do for a workout? How was it? What did you eat? Were you meal prepping? What did you do? Tell us how your days went and let us encourage you. Let us answer questions for you. And then also, as you see other people doing that, we would ask that you would like the things that they post, that you would comment on them, that you would interact with each other. I know that some of you have never met each other. I have not ever met some of you. When Joe and I were in a challenge group together the first time, we had never met each other in person, but we got to know each other through a group like this and just supporting one another. So I would really encourage you to interact. The more that you put into this group, the more you will get out of this group. I promise you. If you sit on the sidelines and you watch what everybody else is doing, instead of jumping in yourself, your results will not be the same as if you jump in with 2 feet, you share the good, you share the bad, and everything in between. We all have bad days. We all have great days. We want to hear about all of them, okay? So that's kind of our expectations for you guys, is that you would just be involved. This is your journey. We can't want this for you. So if you want to see a change, you have to take that first step and you have to put yourself out there and be vulnerable. So speaking of goals, we would love each week for you to share the goals that you have for that week. I'm sure you have goals for the entire month. We'd like to hear those too, but sometimes it's easier to break your goals down into smaller chunks. So think of, for the first week, what are your goals for this first week? Maybe you've not ever exercised, so your goal is just to get moving a little bit each day. Maybe you're a regular exerciser and your goal is to complete the calendar as it's stated for a specific workout program. Maybe your goal is to eliminate pop if you're a big pop drinker. Maybe your goal is to incorporate more veggies into your diet because you don't typically eat veggies. Maybe your goal is to drink a shake every day. Whatever your goal is, that's great. We want to hear it. Our goals are not all going to be the same. They're going to be very different because we are all very different and we are all on very different parts of our journey, and that is okay. So we want to hear your goals for the week at the beginning of each week, and we'll remind you of that too. So as you're starting, I want to make sure that you remember to take before pictures. You're not going to want to. And any of you who are friends with me on Facebook, I just posted, I think it was last night. So, well, I don't know when you'll see this video, but I posted my current picture next to my very first day one before picture. I did not want to take that picture. I felt sick to my stomach taking it. I was in a bad spot. It was not a picture I wanted to take. I didn't think I'd ever show it to anybody. But if I had never taken that picture, I could not be looking back now and saying, wow, I remember what I felt like in that picture. I remember what it felt like to walk around with that extra weight. I remember what it felt like in here, I wouldn't have that. If I didn't have that picture, I wouldn't have that to look back on and think, wow, I have come so far. I've grown so much. So I would encourage you, you don't have to share it. If you want to, it's great accountability. You can share it with the coach who invited you, or you can share it in our group, or you can keep it to yourself. Whatever works for you is great, but take the picture. Also take measurements. We take arms, chest, waist, hips, thighs, and then some people do calves as well. But take those because honestly, a lot of people just look at the scale and how the scale is moving, but that is not always the best indicator of success. There are so many other things that your body can change. You can change no weight, no inches, and look at a picture and you can see, you know what, things look different. Or maybe your inches change. This past month, I didn't lose any weight, but I took measurements and I lost 4 inches. If I had not taken my measurements, I probably would have gotten to the end of the month and I would have said, oh, well, that was a waste. But I took pictures and I saw the difference in pictures. I took measurements and I saw the difference there. So take those pictures, take those measurements. You will be so thankful that you did. Okay. What else do I need to tell you? Okay. So we work on a system in this challenge group where everybody gets points for the different things that they do. And I'm going to post that in our group in the first couple of days, just so that you know what they are. But pretty much if you check in at the end of each day with what you ate, how your day went, that gets you points. If you drink your shake and take a picture of it and show it to us, that gets you a point. A sweaty selfie after your workout, that gets you a point. Inviting a friend into our group, that gets you points. trying to think of some of the other things. We will have pop challenges. Those get you points. So basically, being involved in the group gets you points. And all those points, Joe and I will keep track of those. We will keep track of your points, and at the end of the month, whoever has the most points will get an awesome prize. And I'm not talking like, oh, you're going to get like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something small, and I don't know, it's not going to be like a water bottle. Okay, it's an awesome prize. So just so that you know, this last month we gave away a Gazelle gift card that could buy you a pair of shoes or an outfit. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends what kind of shoes, but it wasn't like hundreds of dollars. But anyways, you're going to earn points just by being involved. So be involved. That's the whole month's challenge. There are also pop challenges. So scattered throughout, you won't know when they're coming, but we will announce via video. We will be doing videos each night just to sort of check in for ourselves. And on those, you'll want to watch those because on those videos, there will be pop challenges. For example, we might say, okay, do 30 jumping jacks and tell me someone who has influenced your life. Okay, so it'll be like a physical thing and it will be something to think about. And you will do that. And if you do that, you'll get points. You'll also get included in a drawing. Everybody who does the pop challenge, each individual one. So pop challenge number 1, everybody who does it is going to get entered to win a smaller prize. So we will have 6 of those throughout the month. So there will be chances for you to get 6 different prizes and a big prize at the end. So lots of fun things to help keep you motivated and encouraged and involved in our group. Trying to think of what else. Just quick reminders. If you're new to this group, we'll talk more about this, but we try to follow the 80-20 eating plan where we eat 80% clean, whole foods, and we leave 20% room in our lives for planned treats. So that means we look at our week ahead of time and we plan out our meals and we say, okay, I know I'm going out this night and I'm going to go out for lunch this day, and those are my planned 20% treats. Also, this is another 80-20. Really, 80% of your results are going to come from what you put in your mouth. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet, okay? So if you say, I'm working out hard every day, I'm sweating, I'm burning calories, but then you put crap in your mouth, you're not going to see the results you want. 80% of your results come from what you put in your mouth. And I can tell you that is true because I've had months here and there when I have been working out every day and I am putting crap in my mouth and nothing happens. I mean, thankfully I didn't gain weight, but I don't see the results that I want. Also, water. Our goal is to drink, my kids are about to walk in the door, it's going to be really loud, is to drink half of your body weight in ounces in water. So if you weigh, now they're ringing the doorbell, 200 pounds, you are going to try to drink 100 ounces of water each day. I have found that getting a fun water bottle helps with that. And then the last thing is if you're drinking Shakeology and if it's your first time drinking it, you might want some help on figuring out what the best recipe is. So let us know if you have questions. I have lots of people here in my room now, so I'm going to go, but I hope that you have a great month. I'm excited to see you in our group. And oh, see, there's all sorts of people here that are, okay, well, goodbye.